Enbridge has continued construction on the Line 3 route. So we're out here today to show that there's going to be more people coming out here to northern Minnesota to stand against this pipeline.
There's an old Indian saying that to live here and understand the world, you gotta love it.
What is Line 3? A lot of people want to know, and a lot of people don't know. 6 really old pipelines that they put through in northern Minnesota, shipping diluted tar sands from Alberta to Superior, Wisconsin. And one of those lines is called Line 3. It has, according to Enbridge, about 900 structural anomalies in it. Structural anomalies are things like small little pinhole leaks, maybe come some cracks, and some of those end up to be big problems, like that Kalamazoo spill. That was a structural anomaly. Line 3, it's old and it's corroding and it's at the end of its life. It's already had a number of leaks and spills, and frankly, it's a catastrophe waiting to happen. So Enbridge wants to abandon the pipeline, walk away, and build a brand new one in a brand new corridor.
In other news tonight, after years of legal battles and requests of permits, Enbridge Energy's construction of Line 3 has started.
As soon as they got the go-ahead, they started getting to work.
Laying pipe, as you can see, string pipe here, as well as making sure that we're replacing Line 3 in a safe and effective manner for the state of Minnesota and for Enbridge.
Enbridge calls this a replacement project. They're replacing Line 3. They are not replacing Line 3. They are putting in a whole new corridor and doubling the size of the line.
So people are just tuning in now. We're at the Mississippi and Palisade, and there's 2 easements that Enbridge has shred up, took all this forest down. Right down there is the Willow River. They were putting the pipeline through there. Again, down there is the Mississippi, where they want to put on the other side of the road, where they want to put the pipeline through the Mississippi River. Want to drill into the Mississippi in these rivers. They'll be pumping out equivalent to 630 million gallons of water from our streams and rivers, just to get their pipeline to go through the Mississippi or through these other rivers. They're going to be extracting water to get in through the water.
So we've got 2 problems. First, we've got a problem of the proposed new Sandpiper and Line 3 corridor through the heart of our best lakes and wild rice watersheds and through our treaty territories.
In my mind, every time I hit a new plant, I'm saying, miigwech, thank you. And then the rice comes in for me, because I'm honoring and praying to that rice. Some people love money, some people love material things. I love that rice. I do. I love that rice and that lake out there. I loved it all my life.
We also have the problem of this old crumbling line that Enbridge wants to abandon. And right now what abandonment means is that they just leave it and walk away. And the company says that they will take care of it, but it is not clear that there is any liability from the Enbridge Corporation.
Enbridge Energy says they realize and accept the responsibilities it has to not only protect their workers, but the ground they're working on.
This is what Enbridge didn't tell the public. They had their propaganda, Minnesotans for Line 3 machine, lying to the public. 70,000 Minnesotans testified in opposition to this project.
What's not talked about a lot is that building this in Minnesota, in America, is actively going to kill people in the global south, and that's a choice that Tim Walz is making.
Enbridge says every decision they make is with environmental stewardness in mind.
These are our timber pallets we've been seeing all over Minnesota, these big old trucks carrying this stuff. How many trees did it take to cut these just to put their toxic pipeline on? Cleared out. So just imagine 330 miles of beautiful forestry that was destroyed for a toxic oil pipeline that's from Canada.
The worst part is that neither the United States government or the state of Minnesota has any plan to deal with it. The good news is that the Ojibwe tribes are standing up.
There's other Ojibwe here who want to see that permit. We want to see that permit from the Ojibwe Warrior Society.
Our women do not want you here. You are a risk to our community. You are the risk to our children. It's our women who go MMIW. You go home. You are not wanted here.
The pandemic has been making every industry reevaluate their safety precautions. With already so many safety procedures in place to keep people safe from the hazards of working on a construction site, Enbridge Energy looks to keep that level of safety at an all-time high.
We have right now about 2,000 workers working on the right-of-way. That's going to ramp up to around 4,000 workers as we progress through the winter.
We're in the middle of a pandemic. Go home. Wash your hands when you get there.
Enbridge wouldn't even be able to build Line 3 if it weren't for the police enforcing the destruction. The water protectors in the trees and on the land are the ones who are doing the civil service here today.
Protect the sacred! Defend the water! For the air we breathe! And the water we drink!
People who feel empowered, they're actually making a direct impact in that moment, interfering with the construction of a massive piece of infrastructure, but also like this perpetuation of genocide and the continuation of extraction. We need to try to at least respond in a way that's equivalent to the problem we're talking about, which is the eradication of all life on Earth. It's irreplaceable, it is finite, there is no more just appearing once it's contaminated. So I hope people have had time to self-reflect and think about like what really matters, and what really matters is life. It's been a long 7-year fight in the legal and regulatory systems, and the legal process is still playing out, but we're at the point of the machines here and building them. It is a moment where people, it's time for them to take a stand.
I want to be a teacher one day. I love kids, and I want our kids to have access to water and land and the people, and I think when you look back in history, people are going to really see how terrifying and terrible this thing is. But I also have hope that we can recuperate, we can do better than this. And so I think it's important for us to come out here and show our support for our Indigenous relatives.
I touch them cedar sticks on that rice and it comes off. I know them babies are going to eat. My drum's going to be fed. The life's going to go on for another year. So I'm trying to keep that for all the Anishinabe people and prayers going and eating that food every year. Because we believe if we stop that tradition, that the world's going to stop. That's why it's important for the Indian people to keep on with our traditions and our spiritual thinking. Because if we stop, what if the world does stop?
But they do have their own power within themselves, and that's what this type of resistance is about.
Water is life.